Go on to the pre-market movers and levels.
Okay, well, I picked out a couple of second liners, shall we say, in the US to have a look at today. The first is Diamond Foods, but sort of a snacks franchise and distribution company even, DMND US. Well, they're up to 0.5% pre-market. The good story here, as far as they're concerned, is that they returned to profits. I think they made $6 million when they reported last night, but that was against a $100 million loss for the same period last year. So a turnaround story there, and the market likes what it sees, and so they've been, rewarded to some extent. And then Zumiez Inc., which is a sort of lifestyle sports retailer type operation, they offered very disappointing guidance after the close last night, and they've been marked down by 8.8%, and I suspect that they might get hit further in the session today. In terms of levels to watch for the markets, right, we've got, all European equities trading lower basically. So FTSE we've readjusted to the downside. So 67, we're now looking at as a potential support, but if it breaks that, a lower move is possible. 68.57, I put in there to the upside. The DAX, as I said the other day, 11,800 seems such a long time ago in this index, but we're back down to 11,167 on the downside and 11,290 as an upside level to watch. S&P, what was support yesterday is now moved over to resistance. So we've got 2088 as our potential support level here. Then the old resistance level, or old support level now is resistance at 2100. And for the Dow, 17,826 plays 17,968. Anyone's guess really where we go.
But we had the flush out that was sort of feared, let's just say, in terms of even if the market's going to go up after the figures, they've cleaned out the bulls in quite a painful way.
In the short term, yeah. I mean, Americans seem to have the ability to bounce back, almost regardless. But we shall see. Euro dollar, bit of a pause for breath. 112.04 now on the downside, 112.80 on the upside. Much to my surprise, the Aussie dollar has proved to be more resilient at these levels than I thought it would do. So 76.67 is our downside level. 77.12 we penciled in for the upside. Dollar yen, it really looks like the yen wants to weaken further to me, but for the minute we're stuck with 123.80 on the downside, 124.90 on the upside. And cable, no great shakes here, but 152.74 the downside, 153.85 on the upside. I think that's really the pound is looking for directional cues at the moment, and not quite sure where they'll come from.
But it's down more today, so the dollar's winning against the pound rather than the euro.
Yes, it certainly seems to be the balance of power is shifted, at least for the moment, in that direction.
Surprisingly, yes. It's difficult to think of why that would be. But Darren Sinden, market commentator, Admiral Markets, thanks for the update. We'll, as I said, we're on the edge of our seats to see what's going to happen with the big figure at 1:30 in just a few minutes. That's it for the Wall Street Crossover Show, and we'll be back with more finance on Monday.